By other sources of interaction, I'm talking about where else we can get inspiration from, rhythmical inspiration within the band when we're playing. Like, we've been really concentrating on the kick drum, we've been playing with it, short notes, we've been playing long notes, we've been giving it some room. But obviously, I don't want to forget about the rest of the band. And in fact, when I'm playing with a band, I'm almost listening to everybody else more than I am myself. What's happening with me when I'm playing is it's more of an instinctual thing, but I'm really listening out to everybody else and seeing if they're having any rhythmical ideas, and can I go with them? Can I go with the keyboard player? Can I go with the guitar player? Are the horn section playing something that I want to jump on? Now, you know, when I'm thinking about this, I'm always thinking about the kick drum. I'm always thinking, is it syncopated? You know, am I going to get it in its way? And this is an instinctual thing. So even though I'm telling you all this and you might be thinking, well, how can I think all of this at the same time? You're not going to be able to think all of this at the same time. But the key thing is to understand how I'm doing it, and that it is instinctual. And if you do think about it on gigs, that it will become instinctual for you. Actually knowing the order of how to think about these things is the key. It doesn't matter if you can't do it right now. You just, knowing something is half the battle. Knowing what's going on is half the battle. So I'm always listening to the kick drum, but I've got, you know, my ears are wide open. I'm really listening out to see if anybody else is doing something rhythmical that I can join in on. And that's what the great thing is about playing live as well. You know, people have got ideas coming from all over the place. So as long as you've got your, you know, your technical proficiency down and you know your chord tones and your scales, that kind of becomes second nature after a while. It might not be second nature right now, but that's where you have to be practicing this so it is second nature. So if Mark, for instance, was to play something really cool, I could just jump on it with him. And I wouldn't be worried about, oh, chord tones and scales. Like, I do worry about that to a certain extent. Obviously, you know, I'm trying to think about what I'm doing, but it's only a small percentage of it. The main percentage of it is trying to fit in with whoever is coming up with that rhythmical inspiration and where I'm getting it from, and I'm jumping in it with them. So Phil's going to play as a really simple groove, and then Mark's going to bring something sexy over the top, and I'm going to try and show you an example where I'm playing with Phil and then I'm playing with Mark, and I'm going to sort of like mix the two and go back and forth between the two. So let's hear this simple beat, Phil. Something like boom, clap, clap, boom, boom, clap, 3, 4. Now Mark's going to bring in something sexy over this, and it's going to be a little bit of a different vibe to what Phil's playing. Woo! Now this is in C minor, so I can play all the C minor arpeggio notes, chord tones. And now I'm just with Phil here. I could fill it out a bit, but I'm still with the kick drum. Bridge. Now I'm going to go with Mark. Woo. Bridge. With Phil now. So there I'm going back and forth between the two. In fact, I could do one bar of one and one bar of the other. Check it out. Now with Mark again. With Phil. Come and join the party, Phil. Now Phil's, I'm going to try and say this and play it. The drummer can come with us too. Now I can play a simple beat. Now I'm playing the original beat I was. And Phil's playing with Mark now. I'm going to go back with these guys.